everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing a fragrance haul. Before I get started, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and activate that notification bell. Without further ado, let's jump right into this haul. The first two fragrances I will be talking about, I did not purchase. They were sent to me as part of PR. These are the two fragrances I'm talking about, and these are from the house of Memoize London. They're a UK-based niche fragrance house, and they were kind enough to gift these to me. I will let you know what I think about them. This perfume house is also cruelty-free. They do not test on animals, which I really appreciate. I love cruelty-free brands and I'm always happy to support them. And these are both extrait de parfums. They have a very high oil concentration, so they really stick to the skin. First, let me show you the bottle it comes in. This one is called Isla Rose. And look at these little stones that come in the bottle. They're like a peach color. I hope you guys can see that. The cap is a beautiful bronze color, and I think the bottle is just so stunning and luxurious. Their bottle caps are made out of cork. This first one is called Isla Rose, and I will go ahead and read the notes. In the top, you get red berries. It doesn't specify the berries, it just says red berries. In the middle, you get magnolia, jasmine, cardamom, raspberry. In the base, you get agarwood, which is oud, sandalwood, and amber, leather, musk, vanilla. And also something to note is that the caps are engravable. If you're gifting them to someone and you want to personalize it, that's a great way to go. I'm going to go ahead and spray it on a test strip only because they are very potent and I won't be able to smell and try out the other fragrances I'm about to show you. This one is 30% oil concentrate. And when I tell you it clings to your skin, I'm not kidding. It's a really nice atomizer. Oh, yum. I pick up the red berries. It's juicy, it's a little bit tart in the opening. There's some tart berries. I can smell currant in this. There's raspberries. I smell strawberries as well. And the leather note in here, I do not detect. I pick up some oud, but it's not like a strong barnyard oud. It's sweet. It's sweetened by the berries, I would imagine. The vanilla in here is sweet. So this is a very sweet fragrance. It's very potent, very bold, very voluptuous. It's also warm, it's comforting. This has such an indie niche vibe. Kind of like the fragrances you would smell from an indie house, if that makes sense. I am kind of thinking of Lush. The Lush fragrances have that very realistic feel to them. They don't smell synthetic. It doesn't smell like any of the Lush fragrances, at least that I have tried, but it doesn't smell synthetic one bit. You can really tell the quality in this fragrance. It smells very realistic. These are like ripely picked juicy berries. I pick up a little bit of the sandalwood in that base. It makes it creamy, smooth. It's really good. It's addictive. When I have sprayed this on, I keep coming back to smelling my wrist because it smells so delicious and so mouth-watering. And another thing to note is that the two that I'm talking about in this video were made exclusively for Selfridges. Memoize also sells these mentioned ones on their website. They sell samples as well as discovery kits. You should most definitely get your nose on the sample if you can. This is top-notch quality. So again, this is Isla Rose by Memoize. The next one they sent is called Rose Luxuria. It has the little stones in it, which I think are so adorable. Look at that. I just love these bottles. And this has the cork cap as well. In the top notes, there's bergamot, lemon orange, tropical fruits. In the middle, there's soapy rose, lily of the valley, magnolia, orange flower, orris, and rose. Base notes contain amber, benzoin, moss, precious musk, and woody undertones. This one is 25% concentration. The sprayer is so nice and luxurious. So I'm getting the citruses at the top. I'm getting the orange. In this case, they're not specific about which tropical fruits are in here, but let's see what I'm picking up. I'm picking up passion fruit. It smells like there's guava in this. A bit of mango. I couldn't find the actual tropical fruits anywhere. I looked up on Fragrantica. I looked up on the Memoize website as well, and it just says tropical fruits. But to me, it smells like an explosion of these delicious, juicy, realistic tropical fruits. Nothing synthetic in this. It smells a bit soapy from that soapy rose that they mention. And it does come through in this. You do get that soapiness. This one is lighter than the previous one. This is a very good daytime fragrance. It's very potent and in your face. This one also lasts really long on my skin. This is beast mode. And this one is more daytime appropriate. And of course you can wear them whenever, but this one gives me more of the summery vibes because of those tropical fruits, the soapiness, the cleanness of it, the white, floral, citrusy, aromatic, fresh, powdery. There's that warm amber at the base that goes really nicely together with the moss. I really like the way they did the musk in here. Musk doesn't always agree with me. It's not very prominent in this. I really like the scent. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. This one is also very high quality. You can smell the realness of all these notes. They're not synthetic. They're very realistic, very natural smelling. And again, this also gives me that indie niche fragrance house vibe. I'm going to compare it to the quality that you might find in Lush fragrances. This one, even though it's soapy, it's very bold. I highly recommend getting your nose on Isla Rose and Rose Luxuria. I will be trying more of the fragrances. I actually want to order their discovery kit to test their other fragrances, because if they smell as good as these two, I'm buying full bottles. Yes. So again, this is Memoize London, and thank you so much, Memoize London, for sending me these beauties. I really thoroughly am enjoying them, and they're superior quality. So now I'm going to move on to the fragrances that I have purchased. And I have a mix of designer and niche. I'm going to start with the designer fragrances. The first one I'm going to be talking about is Tiffany Co Intense. I love this color, matches my polish. That robin's egg blue. Absolutely love it. I love this bottle. I love the shape of it, and just everything about it is just luxurious. Just very classy and elegant looking. I purchased this off of Fragrance Buy when they were having their 4th of July / Canada Day sale. At the top there's pear, mandarin leaf, and pink pepper. Middle notes are iris, rose, and jasmine. Base is musk, cashmere, benzoin, vanilla, carrot, and amber. And essentially this is a musky floral fragrance. It's also fruity. Right off the top I get that pear. This is more of a green pear. It's not a juicy ripe pear. You do get green nuances in this. It's clean and woody smelling. I definitely smell the iris in this, and even though I'm not a big fan of iris, I don't mind it here one bit. It has more of that like plasticky smell to it than powdery. It smells very sophisticated, very elegant. Love pear note in my fragrances, whether it's a juicy pear or a green pear. Doesn't matter, as long as it's there. It's very feminine. It's great for daytime. This is a fragrance that I would wear to work. This is a kind of fragrance I can see a woman wearing to a job interview because it's so inoffensive and so lightweight, clean smelling. This is an office / job interview type of fragrance. I actually prefer this one to the original, which I have smelled in stores in the past. Now, the performance on this is not the best. This gives me about 5 hours or so. It doesn't really project much. It doesn't have much of a sillage. You will get some projection within the first hour, but for the most part, it stays close to the skin. I am really happy about this one. This one was not a blind buy. I have tested this one in the store. I've been wanting this one for a while now, but it recently came onto the Fragrance by CA website just in time for their sale. And this is Tiffany Co Intense. This is another one that I purchased from Fragrance by CA during their sale. And this is Narciso Ombre. The bottle looks like so. I love this cube and I love the color peach. So I haven't had much luck with the Narciso fragrances in the past. Narciso Poudre did not work out for me, and I did a giveaway of that one. Musk and me don't always get along. So when I saw the notes, I thought this would be a safe blind buy for me. This is essentially your amber floral fragrance, a tropical floral. In the top, you get frangipani, ylang ylang, and white flowers. Middle, you get musk, amber. In the base, you get cashmere and vanilla and cedar. I love this one. It's very tropical. It's floral. I pick up on the frangipani, on the ylang ylang, which are notes that I love. This doesn't have a suntan lotion vibe, which I don't mind. I have fragrances with that, but I like the fact that it doesn't because I already own fragrances with that vibe. So this is definitely something different. The musk in this is quite soft, which I appreciate because, like I said, I don't get along with musk sometimes. The happy fragrance, definitely very tropical feeling. It puts me in a happy place, somewhere in a tropical island, some vacation getaway. It's sweet. This smells so good. The performance on this is not the best. It gives me 5 hours. Not the worst. Not the worst. Projects for about an hour or so, I would say. It has moderate sillage. I have worn this in the daytime, nighttime. I think it's appropriate for all. You can certainly wear this in the colder weather. I just feel like because of those tropical notes, it performs better in the heat. I'm really liking this. This is Narciso Ombre by Narciso Rodriguez. The next one I have here is called Tamarindo from the House of Memo, Paris. This is a card that comes off, and it's a postcard. It's a niche house. I forgot to mention I'm moving on to the niche portion of this video. And I bought this on Fragrance by CA as well during the sale. I have been wanting this one for a long time. This one was not a blind buy. I have purchased a bunch of samples from the House of Memo Paris because I was curious to try them. And there were a few that stood out to me. I have yet to try more, but this one was definitely a standout for me. And this is the one that I wanted to purchase first. This box is leather and the bottle looks like so. I remember the first time I tried this in a sample form, I was a little bit thrown off because this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but I loved it and I needed a full bottle of this. I will go ahead and read the notes to you. In the top notes, there's bergamot, cardamom, mandarin orange, and orange. In the middle, there's pineapple, jasmine, tuberose, peach, ylang ylang, coconut. Base notes are patchouli, vanilla, and benzoin. I absolutely love this combination of pineapple with patchouli. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you might know that patchouli and I do not particularly get along, especially if it's a dirty patchouli. If a patchouli is done right, I absolutely adore it, which is the case with this fragrance. So the main players in this, at least to my nose, are the pineapple, patchouli, and coconut. And it's just such a stunning combination. I love the way these notes work together and the way they come together, the way they're blended, the way they melt into my skin, and the way they smell. It smells very fruity, tropical, citrusy. The patchouli also gives an earthiness to it and tempers the sweetness of the pineapple. A pineapple can get too sweet sometimes. In this case, I like the fact that the patchouli tones down the sweetness. It smells elegant, it smells refined, indulgent. This is one I've been enjoying in the heat. I have worn this to the pool. I have worn this to the beach. And I think it smells amazing. And if you're looking for a summer scent that's not your typical suntan lotion summer scent, or just not your typical summer scent, I don't own anything with this specific combination of notes. It smells very unique. I suggest getting samples of this, getting your nose on this, because it smells really good. Now the performance. This gives me about 6 hours, which is a little better than the other two, but I'm surprised considering that this has patchouli in it. The patchouli usually gives fragrance more of lasting power. On me, it doesn't last longer than that. I get a good 6 hours out of this. The projection is decent. The sillage is moderate. I just have to reapply this. It's so good. I really can't say enough good things about this fragrance. Going to be purchasing more from this house. This is Tamarindo from Memo Paris. The next fragrance I have here, which I opened up because it's a drawer that's hard to open, is Ce Soir from the house of BDK. This one I purchased off of Max Aroma. They were having a sale on the BDK fragrances. Got a pretty good deal on it. This was a blind buy, but I was sure that I would love the fragrance. I will go ahead and read the notes. This has top notes of mandarin orange, ginger, black pepper, middle notes of quince, Moroccan jasmine, orange blossom. Base is cashmere, amber wood, and Singapore patchouli. This is so fabulous. This is pretty much everything that I imagined it would be. It has a note of ginger, and I adore ginger in my fragrances, so I knew that I would love it. I do get the ginger, and I love the way that it's mixed with a quince in here, which gives it like a really nice, juicy, sweet, zesty type of smell. Fruity, sweet, it's warm, it's spicy. It's also fresh and woody. The opening is sparkling with a dash of spice, and it's very well blended. It's elegant, it's flirty. There's just something about this that smells so good. It's playful, it's girly yet mature. The performance I'm not happy with. I have to overspray this. I have to bathe in it. I have to completely douse myself in this, spray my hair, spray my clothes. You get the point. I know that I will go through this bottle pretty quick because of that. If you can see the dent I already put in here. And the crazy thing is that I wouldn't mind repurchasing this because I love the scent so much. I really wish it had better performance. When I overspray this, I get about 4 hours of this with maybe half an hour of projection. Very low sillage. It does stay close to my skin pretty much the entire wear of this. So juicy, fruity. I find it very sensual, even though the name means not tonight. It's meant to be like a cold scent, but I get more sensual from this. Ce Soir by BDK. That concludes my haul for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and please let me know down in the comments below what you think of these fragrances, if you have tried them, if you're planning on trying them, and if you have hauled anything lately. I'll see you back here soon. Take care.